and welcome to Sowing Seeds into Men. Bishop Stewart here, and for you that are looking at this YouTube, I'm glad that you are actively engaged. Our seed for today, that is as follows. A good leader is always more proactive than reactive. He sees a problem, he begins to work on it before it's in force, all right, before he's forced to, either way. Now, I believe that this is one of the greatest indications of a good leader, that he's more proactive than reactive. He sees a problem and begins to work on the solution before he is forced to. I believe that this is one of the hallmarks, one of the quintessential evidences of a good leader. When you, as an example, you're sitting at a table with your young child, and your young child puts a glass of liquid, milk, water, juice, whatever, in a position where you know that child is going to end up knocking that glass over on the floor. The child puts the glass right where all they have to do is move their hand a certain way, the glass is gone. What do most people do? They take the glass before the child knocks the glass over and puts it in a position before that happens, puts it in a position so they won't knock it over. That's a very common thing for most alert parents to do. Now, the same is true with any situation. When you're planning an event, a good leader always goes through what is going to take place in that event before it ever occurs. They go through the scenario or what's going to happen. They pre-think the event, and so therefore they think about things that need to be in place before it happens. Being a pastor, I see it all of the time where people don't think ahead. They don't plan ahead. I have two groups singing, one group singing, two people singing. The person who's going to sing second knows that they're going to sing second. But they wait until I tell them to come, or they wait until they get ready to sing before they take the CD in the back, or they wait. And so here's this big gap that takes place between the first singer and the second singer, because the second singer didn't pre-plan what's going to happen before they did it. A good leader always acts proactively. They think about the whole scenario. If you put on a conference, you think about what's going to happen from the beginning prayer all the way through the end. You think about everything's going to happen. In most cases, 99% of the times, if you're looking at news on television, or listening to news on the radio, have you ever noticed, and I'm sure you have, that in some, if you're not a good leader, you may have never even thought about it. Whomever is talking, whether it's the key person, key journalist, or whatever, as soon as they finish making a certain point, those that have had the position of program director, they have a commercial come exactly at the right time that person finishes their point. And after the commercial comes on, they have something else to come on. You very seldom see big gaps in between a radio program, a television program, and then every once in a while you may see a gap because somebody wasn't alert enough, didn't plan it out right, and you're sitting there with your mouth open because this gap lasts 10 seconds or whatever, and sometimes more than that, but very seldom do you see that. They have every step pre-planned. And a good leader, that's what that person does. They are proactive. They Plan every step. Nothing to me is more irritating than being in a fast food line, McDonald's or whatever, and I very seldom go to places like that, and the person waits until they drive up to the microphone. They haven't even given any thought about what they want. They sit at that microphone for 10 minutes trying to decide what they want. They never pre-thought about what they wanted. It's so irritating. You go to the store. People have a bag full of groceries. Usually it's I hate to say it, but usually it's a female. And she'll wait until the cashier registers everything up before she even opens her purse. And never thinks about it. Knows her credit card or her money is in the purse, but never thinks about even opening her purse until the man or the woman at the cashier gives them how much the total price is. A leader pre-thinks that. They have their credit card ready, they have their purse open already, and that's one thing that you have to practice. And men, you are leaders. You have to pre-plan almost everything you do. If you take this seed, it will bless you, people will appreciate you, and you get further in life. Until next time, you keep loving the Lord as He continues to love you. All of you that have any comments or suggestions, email me at frankstewart@zcfla.org. frankstewart@zcfla.org. I trust that you tune in on the next broadcast.